What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the rumors of a Saw video game, and actually the picture behind me right there. You may recognize that picture as the first Saw game. Remember, we actually have two of these already, and the first one was actually surprisingly great. The second one was probably not surprisingly not good whatsoever. So they're batting at like 50% there. Who knows who this would come from in terms of the developer, right? But who we're looking at is the insider that we actually talked about a few days ago. Remember, I made the video of the Arkham game and the Scream game and all that jazz. Same person, the tipster. We still don't know if this person is going to be right or not. In fact, they did say one new thing about GTA that makes me highly, highly suspicious of them. Yet again, I mean, they may know their stuff, and it just might be not what I really want to see regarding Grand Theft Auto. But they did a few more posts. So again, we talked about a bunch of stuff they've already said. Now he's done an additional one, and this one being obviously Saw. So let's read what he said, and then we'll talk about it. So he says, "The choice is yours. A multi-plat AAA Saw game is currently in development under the internal codename Project Gideon. The game has a focus on single-player survival horror and will follow an original story. Announcement is expected sometime in 2024 with a Q1, Q2 2025 release date." Now, I will say this. I'll absolutely say this. That is so much more specific than a lot of the other leaks that this person has said, right? Talking riddles with Death Stranding, talking riddles, all kind of, maybe not really, with Silent Hill. I think he's kind of clarified the more Silent Hill stuff. This one has a code name to it. This one has a genre, not even just horror, but survival horror. This one has not only an announcement. Here's the thing, okay? 2024, the entirety of the year as an announcement year, is certainly a wide open window, right? That is not specific in the slightest, other than saying the announcement is coming next year at some point. But he does know the game is coming out in the first half of 2025. So again, take it for what you will. I'm not sure. I really don't know about this guy. I mean, I want to believe him because there are some things that sound exciting, and, it would be interesting for another leaker to just be very, right all the time. Tom Henderson is probably the best that we got right now in terms of just the accuracy, right, kind of always being right. If this guy was always right, that'd be kind of cool, and you could go to him for, info and all that stuff. But he's got to start to get things right. And, the next thing up really is Silent Hill. That's the closest rumor that he talked about. So until that's right, I personally am not going to trust him fully, but if he gets Silent Hill, if he gets Death Stranding, if the Scream game gets in that, right, once he starts piling up wins, basically, then you can start to trust him a little bit more. But I think this is a great idea. I'm not even a big Saw person, just in general. I don't really even care about the movies, at all. But, number one, they are creative in terms of the actual traps and the intricacies there. And really, beyond all of it, another thing that I really like to see, if this is true, if it is true, is the idea that it's a single player, another single player, right? Forget the survival horror. I mean, obviously that's important, but beyond all of that, the fact that it would be another single player game. Okay, you got Scream, you got Saw. You're starting to really jump up and say, okay, well, we don't just have to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which, I mean, that's a great game. I actually really like that game, but we don't have to do Texas. We don't have to do Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We don't have to do Dead by Daylight, Friday the 3rd. All of these games are all multiplayer, all generally the same thing. They're not. I mean, Texas Chainsaw is a very different kind of game. I think Killer Clowns is actually going to be kind of a wild game, but they are all, the same, I guess, genre, you could say, right? These are different, and these are more in my wheelhouse. I mean, to be honest with you, I would absolutely take a single-player Saw game. That would be tremendous. And again, the first Saw game is actually pretty good. Again, the second one is terrible, so, but who knows who would be making this one. You got to kind of give them a clean slate and say, okay, go for it. But I think that'd be really, really exciting. So there you go. There's my thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.